right, look, being 100% debt free, I'm sorry, man, that just does not exist. All right, we have to state the obvious. And I'm not finna sit here and ignore the facts. All right, there's a lot of people preaching 100% debt free, and honestly, I agree with them. 99% of the time. But reality is reality. You will never be 100% debt free, because at the end of the day, if you own your house free and clear, and you stop paying your taxes, they're going to take your property. They're going to take your house. Right? If you make all your money, if you owe nobody, you have no consumer debt, but you make good income and you don't pay your income taxes, guess what? You're going to jail. All right? Are they going to put liens on your bank account, levy your bank account? So we have to understand that there's only one true way to be in 100% debt free, and that's really establishing enough passive income that surpass our monthly obligations that will allow us freedom in our life. All right, there was a post, a statement that saying being 100% debt free, you must be 100% debt free before purchasing a home or becoming a homeowner. And I just can't agree. I just can't agree with that post. I just can't. If there's a problem with our debt, the first thing we need to do to solve the problem is we have to stop the bleeding. So if we're renting and we're trying to pay off our debt, like we're working backwards, because we're throwing money out the window, $16,000, $17,000, $18,000 every single year. Now, there was also a comment saying, oh, well, real estate is a liability, until you sell it or until you rent it out. You know what? In every sense, everything is a liability if you're not using it in its highest and best usage form, right? If we walk around with cash in our pocket all day long, that cash has no value. It's nothing but paper in our pocket until we spend it. If we have a nice car sitting in our yard, right? A nice car sitting in our driveway, and we never get in and drive it, well, that car never becomes a true vehicle because it's not being used in its highest and best usage. Same thing with a house. If all we're going to do is live in a home and never look at anything, never look at that home as being an investment, never look at that home as being anything more than what it is, meaning, a house that we will lay our head at night, then you're not looking at the highest and best usage. All right. Just even in my career, in my experience, right? I've sort of slowed down a little bit as far as moving, but we used to move every 2 years. And we was doing that because of the equity that the homes were bringing us. The equity that the homes were bringing us. Every 2 years, we're generating 6 figures in equity. And so we was benefiting from that. So if we had debt, and we moved every 2 years, every time we move and we wasn't doing anything different than anybody else, meaning, going to work, paying our monthly obligations, but we was using real estate as an investment vehicle, meaning we wasn't like just buying houses for all the luxuries and the comfort. We was buying houses that had the best upside value. It was a best investment opportunity. And so therefore we maximize the highest and best uses for that vehicle, that investment vehicle, and making 6 figures off of the market value that it was bringing to that investment vehicle. But we was just paying our mortgage just like you would pay your rent. So again, everything in life, you can look at it from a different perspective. Everybody has different views. But if you never look at highest and best uses for anything that you do in life, then you're always going to shortchange yourself. All right. So I just couldn't agree with paying off your debt before owning a home. In my opinion, I think that we should get our DTI within the right ratios, save up, make sure we in the best mortgage vehicle. So therefore that investment or that real estate investment can operate in its highest and best usage. If we are trying to pay off debt, then at the same time, we have to strategize properly, meaning we're not using all of our income to qualify us. Therefore, if it's 2 couples in a house, we should only use one of the couple's income to qualify us for the house, so the other couple have their free income to pay off debt, and they can snowball the debt that way. And then as the market creates the equity into the real estate, into your home, you can't fall in love with that home. You have to understand that it's an investment, so you have to continue to use it in its highest and best form. And therefore, if the market gives us 100,000 in a year, then we have to look at using that equity to pay off our debt as well. Like, that's what these vehicles are for. Real estate can be a lot more, and I talked about it in another video. You know, what are you using real estate for? Because you're just using real estate to buy and live in the home. You're not using it in its highest and best form. Yes, real estate, you know, stabilizes our debt, but if you buy right, your real estate will treat you right. The market will treat you right. It's an automatic savings plan, because a portion of that money that you're paying towards your mortgage is going toward the principal, and as you pay the principal down, you're creating equity. The market is appreciating year over year, so you have your money working for you. That's how you have your money working for you. If you're going to pay rent while you try to pay off your debt, then your money is not working for you. You have money going out of the window. So again, I don't agree with becoming debt-free before owning a home. I do agree with becoming debt-free, but at the same time, you have to understand there's no such thing as being 100% debt-free.